Hey my lovely YouTubers, it's me, Morgan Tracy J. Coming today with a new video for the Women's Wednesday chat. And this Women's Wednesday, I'm talking to you all about fasting. I've been getting so many questions about fasting, and as of right now, I'm hosting a corporate fast on my website, hisdaughter'scloset.com. It's the 21 days open doors fast, where I even give you a free PDF and all that. So if this is your first time hearing about the fast, I'm going to leave a link in the description box so you can go and check it out. Even if you're not going to do the fast, I think the free PDF will really help you with study, and also there's a lot of questions in there to help you with prayer journaling through your fast. All right. And also throughout this time, I'm dropping like devotionals every single day, guys. And these devotionals are really just to kind of help you and to build you up. And honestly, God is like, He breaks you down in a fast to build you back up. So today I'm going to talk about my personal fasting experience and journey, but also I'm going to talk to you about some of the questions you guys been asking me on fasting. So let's just get into the video. Okay guys, well in this video I really want to just give you some advice on fasting. First off, if you're very new to fasting, I want to go ahead and leave a link in the description box so you can go and check out what fasting is. But I'm going to just give you a little bitty spiel. Fasting is a time when you consecrate yourself to God. And a lot of churches right now, a lot of ministries right now are fasting. A lot of people fast in the beginning of the year, which is really great. It builds a momentum, it builds an expectancy, and also the things of the past of last year, maybe the things that you were harboring, the areas you fell short in, you don't have to carry them into the new year. And when you start to fast, what it does is it doesn't move God, it moves you out of God's way. So all the things that God was petitioning for you to do last year, this is the year to get it together. This is the year to get your faith built up, and a lot of times a fast can do that for you. Honestly, I'm coming from a place to where I was living in so much sin, and I would always feel like God was calling me to fast. And when I would fast, I felt like I would overcome so many mountains. And why I called this the open doors fast is because there was a time in my life where I was literally living in sin, and I did a 5-day water fast, and at the end of those 5 days, God opened up a door for me to come out of that sin. Now, I'm not going to lie that I had to walk through that door, but he gave me an opportunity that said, hey girl, get out of here. You don't need to play with this stuff. And when he gave me that door, I walked out and never looked back, okay? So that's why this is called the open doors fast, because I know the power of fasting, okay? And so I want to just answer some of you guys' questions, right? Let me just answer you guys' questions. Okay, I had a question today. Someone said, how do you stay disciplined on your fast? First off, a fast, you don't just jump into a fast. You wake up Monday morning and say, I'm going to fast. What you do is you prepare for your fast. And so if you download my free PDF, I have a whole thing tied to preparation. So always before I fast, I'm either praying, I'm writing, I'm journaling, I'm building an expectancy of God. I'm letting God know what I desire to see, but also I'm letting Him know the things that He can go ahead and take over, right? So before a fast, you're always trying to prepare yourself. And especially if you're doing like a water fast or a Daniel fast, or a Daniel fast is where you only eat like fruits and veggies or smoothies and stuff like that. And if you're doing a partial fast where you don't eat that much and then you eat later on, you always want to prepare your body. So let's say, example, if you're going to do a Daniel fast, instead of eating meat like you usually do 3 times a day before your fast starts, start eating meat only once a day, right? Do that for about a week, because you're going to slowly prepare yourself to transition into that fast, right? And so that's one thing I will say is, a lot of times people fail at their fast because they didn't prepare enough in the beginning, right? So a lot of times I've even done it where I've failed at my fast because I didn't prepare. My schedule wasn't prepared, my stomach wasn't prepared, my mind wasn't prepared, my prayer life wasn't prepared. And so the key thing is to start before your fast. Start praying, start planning your schedule, start seeing when you can add that devotional time and that meditation time with the Lord. That is a big key, okay? So prepare before your fast. Somebody also asked me, what do you do when you're in that prayer and worship, but you still feel like there's something blocking you from breaking through to the other side and getting into that deeper devotion with God? The truth is, we all encounter this. I don't know how many times I've encountered this where I've wanted to cry before God and just throw myself at His mercy and just cry out. But for some reason, there was like, I couldn't cry. I had this hardened heart. But one thing I want to tell you is to keep working on it. A lot of times we harden our hearts because something that might have happened. Maybe there's something we don't want to address. Maybe there's an affliction that we try to ignore. So sometimes we harden our own hearts. And so what fasting does is it breaks down every wall that you've ever built up towards God. Every wall, every fear, everything that you've said can't be God, every doubt. fasting breaks that down, because what it does is it removes the veil. It breaks down the walls that you've been building up. Yeah, if you think of some blocks you've been putting up over, God comes and breaks those down with fasting, because it is your sacrifice, right? And it's the sacrifice that we make, and we're saying, God, I will not eat for this set of time. I will not eat this certain food. I will not watch this TV. I will not get on social media for this time and for this fasting, because I want to consecrate myself in you. The time that I wasn't willing to give you last year, the time I wasn't willing to give you last week, I'm going to give you back today. God, forgive me for taking that time away from you and using it on other things. I'm going to give you back time, right? And so when we begin to invest that time back into our relationship with God, we will see a major change. And I think the biggest key in fasting is your time. It's not so much about the food that you don't eat. It's not so much about the days that you fast for. Oh, I've been 3 days without food. Oh, I've been 21 days without meat. Like, no, it's not about that. The thing is, God looks at our hearts. So look at your fast and check your heart out and see, can I devote 21 days, 5 days, 4 days, 2 days to getting consecrated in the Lord, where I spend time with Him in Bible reading and prayer journaling and meditation and worship? Can I spend that time with God? When you decide to focus on these things, guess what happens? You begin to see a shift in your relationship with God. You begin to see a shift in yourself. I'm coming from a woman that fasted when I was living in sin. Like, I wasn't all cleaned and pretty and then I started fasting. No, I was in sin, and I would feel God saying, fast, because He was trying to release me from the things that was trying to keep me bound. And so I want to tell you, if there's some mindsets, if there's some depression, some debilitating thoughts, some inner insecurities, if you notice that one day you're happy but the next day you're negative and you're all the way down and you're in this dark place, fasting can be for you, because it can release whatever toxins are in your body, obviously and physically, but also spiritually it can release you too. And why I'm on day 2 or 3 of fasting right now, I can't really remember. 2 or 3, I can't remember. I'm on one of these days of fasting, and I'm doing a partial fast. No food from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I just drink water in that time. And so what I do is I take this right here and I fill it up with water. And I actually, before I go to work, I take an additional couple bottles with me, because this is a little bit more than a water bottle size. So this is what I drink. I drink water all day. And when I am really tempted to eat, you know what I do? I refocus back to God, because it says it in the Word that the Word of God can be like food to us. It's our nutrients. It's our meat, right? And so we have to remember that in our time of fasting, it's not about our fulfillment and, I'm hungry, so I need to eat. It's about, God, give me the nutrients that I've been lacking. God, what be me if I get all this food and I'm so full, but if I'm sitting here spiritually dead? If I'm sitting here spiritually empty and on E, right? And so that's what the fasting is about, is getting us fulfilled and filled back up in God. So the truth is, I haven't answered that many questions. Okay, hold on. Where am I going? Let me go back and answer somebody else's question. Okay, so people say, what physical benefits do you gain from a fast? The truth is, through a fast, if you do a fast correctly, like if you're deciding to cut out sweets, because in the fasting time, you're not supposed to be eating anything that's like really pleasurable. Like, you're not supposed to be like having desserts and ice cream and stuff like that. You're supposed to be really sticking to just organic things, and you're supposed to be focusing on God, right? It's not about food. So what you start to see in the fast physically, you begin to see some changes maybe in your skin. You see it in your hair. I feel like I see it sometimes in like the color of my eyes. Sometimes I feel like they look lighter when I'm on a fast. Especially the white around it will look lighter. If the white around your eye is kind of dark, sometimes that means you got a lot of toxins in your body and you need to kind of, detox and stuff like that. So what a fast does is it detoxifies your body. It allows that everything you've been putting in it, it allows that to finally work out of your system. And also, when you're not eating, it means your digestive system is at rest. Also, amazing thing about a fast is your mind will be so freaking quiet. Literally, I walked out of work the other day, and it was like the wind was blowing, but there was nothing going on in here. It was just quiet. And I was like, wow, that's what I love about fasting. That the things that you're so used to thinking in your mind being on 100, during a fast, for some reason, you become still. You become peaceful. And it always says that God is in the stillness, right? Amen. So that's a big physical attribute that I think your mind is still, your skin looks better, you lose weight during a fast. You also begin to feel better about yourself. You feel lighter. Oh, heck yeah. You just feel kind of lighter. Things that once was like really heavy. Ooh, even the burdens you were carrying. Maybe you're someone who's really crazy about time, but it's like during your fast, you begin to just kind of like flow. It's just so different. It's really different, but you'll begin to see the changes within yourself. So I always say the transformation doesn't come on the last day of the fast. The transformation comes within the fast when you hit milestones, when God begins, because the thing is, God is always speaking to us. From day 1 to day 9 to day 21. God will always be speaking, and he will be letting you know things that overcome and things to release. God doesn't just wait until the 21st day or the 30th or the 40th day to say you overcame it. He will test you in the process, but show you lessons along the journey, right? They always say, embrace the journey. Yes, your fast has purpose, right? So you need to embrace the journey of your fast. And so I do love to talk about fasting, obviously, but the reason I love to talk about fasting is because I know where I've come from. I know the woman that I was, and I know the struggles that I still face inwardly, and that fasting can help me overcome those things. And I know what God did for me is no different. He will do the same thing for you and do it 20 times more and even bigger, right? So I want to tell you that if you felt the need to fast, if you feel the call to fast, if you feel the pursuit of God prompting you to fast, first thing is, if you feel fear about fasting, then you need to fast. If there's a mountain in your life you have not been able to overcome, you need to fast. If you feel stuck and you feel lost and you don't feel like you know what you're going towards, you need to fast for a clear vision, clear guidance. The truth is, we all need to fast. And so right now in this season is a great time to fast. Well, guys, if you are ready to fast, if you're ready to dig into the Word of God, and you're ready to just build yourself up in the Lord, then guess what? Click the link in the description box below and sign up at my website, hisdaughter'scloset.com, and join the 21-day Open Doors Fast with me and a whole bunch of other women on the website, and join the forum and get to conversation and ask your questions, and I'm happy to answer. And also, I'm happy just to cover you in prayer and for you to join this fast with us. You don't have to start the same day we started. We already started. You don't have to start. Like, God doesn't focus on the number of days. He's focusing on your heart. What is your heart's content? Are you seeking him? Are you serving him? Are you listening for his voice? Are you digging deeper? That's what God focuses on. So guys, I love you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Be sure you like, you subscribe, and you share this video with one of your girlfriends so she can get uplifted and empowered too. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye from me and Thunder. My dog's barking. Bye guys. Love you.